Shalom, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, the honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, mercy, and blessed to the sincere out there that's fighting wholeheartedly for this knowledge. Shalom to the few sisters, shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad. And as always, you got to give honor and glory to those holy names, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, for opening our mind, giving us this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in the last days that we are living in. Bashem Harakakadash, name Holy Spirit, to feed the lambs of the Lord. And just gonna be just a real quick update. War drums is still beating, and literally shots are fired at Iran. Okay, and this is what Donald Trump said due to the bombs that were dropped near the Baghdad U.S. embassy. Okay, so this is Donald J. Trump. Our embassy in Baghdad got hit Sunday by several rockets. 3 rockets failed to launch. Guess where they were from? Iran. Now we hear chatter of additional attacks against Americans in Iraq. Donald Trump reports again saying some friendly health advice to Iran. If one American is killed, I will hold Iran responsible. Think it over. Okay? So as shots were fired, shots got fired back. All right. Now I'm going to play this video right here.
A volley of rockets exploded near the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad on Sunday amid rising tensions between the United States of America and Iran ahead of the death anniversary of the top Iranian general Qasem Soleimani. According to the Iraqi army, at least 8 Katyusha rockets landed in Baghdad's heavily fortified green zone targeting the U.S. Embassy. Iraq's security forces issued a statement following the attacks, saying the attacks caused material damage but no casualties. Most of the missiles hit a residential complex and a security checkpoint inside the zone, damaging buildings and cars and wounding 1 Iraqi soldier. No known Iran-backed groups have claimed responsibility for this attack as of now. The United States of America has continuously blamed Iran-backed.
All right, this is Secretary Pompeo, which he states Iran-backed militias once again flagrantly and recklessly attacked in Baghdad, wounding Iraqi civilians. The people of Iraq deserve to have these attackers prosecuted. And see, that's one thing about the U.S. They always got their nose in these, foreign countries' business. But the Lord is, stirring up the kings of these nations for the upcoming, last battle, which will be World War III, the end of all wars, which when our Lord Yahweh Shai comes during that war and the missiles is shot off, okay, the other nations will fight against the Lord. The Lord will come and save the elect, and America will be destroyed by thermonuclear missile, okay? And the Lord is putting the spirit on these kings and these princes to be at each other's throat after all things are fulfilled. And we get in that much closer, okay? So it says these violent and corrupt criminals must cease their destabilizing actions.
Groups for launching attacks in the region. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has called such groups the most serious impediment to peace and prosperity in Iraq. He took to Twitter to condemn Sunday's attack near the U.S. Embassy. In a statement, he said, "These Iran-backed militias must cease their destabilizing actions in the region." Meanwhile, the head of U.S. forces in the Middle East on Sunday said Washington is prepared to react if Tehran launches an attack to mark the first anniversary of the killing of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani.
All right. And, if it wasn't for the prophecy that needs to be fulfilled, which is the elites chipping the masses of the people and bringing forth that RFID chip, making it, mandatory for everybody to get, the Lord would have started the war because remember back in early uh, this year, Soleimani was assassinated. Then recently we had a top nuclear scientist assassinated. So these things that happen were already an act of war, okay? But see, the Lord is holding that war back until they bring forth this RFID chip globally. Okay, so let's jump into some scripts. This is Matthew's chapter 24. Let me get straight to the point. Verse 6, it says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." And when you look up this word rumor, okay, it goes into the word report, okay, which is akio, or which means in sense of hearing, the organ of hearing, the ear, the things heard, instruction, namely oral, of preaching the gospel, hearsay, report, or rumor, okay? So something that we report on, all right, because why we are the watchmen of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to sound the alarm on the things that are coming, all right? Because we're measuring the times through the prophecies, okay? And we're coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, all right? Which when you come in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, he is what? The spirit of what? Prophecy, okay? So we're sounding the alarm, letting our people know that we're getting that much closer to the end, all right, to the time of the second coming of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose true name is Yahweh Shai, okay? Um, so let's go back. So it says the end is not yet. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." Okay. And see, these are only the first starts of the birth pains. Okay. They're not here yet. But see, we're getting that much closer. Okay. It's gonna be realm fighting against realm. All right. Matter of fact, let me grab that as well. Okay, realm against realm. The whole world is going to be on fire soon. Let me see, I probably spelled that wrong. Okay. There it is. This is Second Ezra, chapter 13, verse 31. "And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another." Okay, and there will be a World War III. All right, which these other nations have been preparing this whole time. Okay. Go over here to Slagia. Somebody's trying to call me. Let's go over here to Joel. This is Joel chapter 3. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong." Okay. And Iran does have nuclear capability. Okay, America used to be the biggest bully on the block because America is backed by NATO and the EU. America had, the atomic bombs. They dropped them on Hiroshima, Nagasaki, performed that miracle, and scared the whole world. And even the scientists that created those bombs, those Smiths that the Lord put the minds on, those top scientists. Um, when America authorized those bombs to be dropped, they didn't even know that um, if the world was going to be destroyed when they dropped those bombs because of how powerful they were. But now they have nuclear bombs, which are even more destructive and more powerful than the atomic bombs. Okay, and the Lord is going to allow these nations to shoot these missiles off. Okay, um, into various spots around the world, and one of the major targets is America. All right, America will be um, looked at from on high through the eyes of the angels, through the eyes of the elect, as a lake of fire. And those that have been living ungodly will be here to, burn, will be here to dissolve in that fire. Okay, according to Second Peter's the third chapter. So it says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay. And when you look up this word Jehoshaphat, it goes into the word Yahweh Shaphat, all right, which is the Lord's judgment. Okay. Yahweh is the Heavenly Father's name. Okay. Yahweh. And then Shaphat, which means a judge or judgment. Okay. Yahweh Shaphat. Okay. Which when you go down right here to F, it says symbolical name of a valley near Jerusalem, which is the place of ultimate judgment, maybe the deep ravine, which separates Jerusalem from the Mount of Olives, through which the Kidron flowed. Okay, so it's going to be a major judgment, because in the Middle East, that's where all the bodies is going to be, dropped, laid out and used for fertilizer, okay, to restore the earth. It's going to be major bloodshed and killing during this World War III, okay. I don't want to make this lesson too long, but I'll keep reading a little bit more. It says, the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Okay, so the Lord is putting the spirit on these heathens to fight, just to judge them. Okay, why? Because of what they have done to the Lord's chosen people. The Lord hasn't forgot. Okay, the um and Galatians, it said the Lord is not mocked. Okay, the Lord is going to be the one that's going to get the last laugh. You can go to Psalms, the second chapter. Why do the heathen rage and think vain things? Okay, the Lord shall have them in derision. Okay, because this whole movie, even though Israel is the least looked upon, the Lord is the one looking on Israel with high favor, especially the elect in these times. All right, and the Lord hasn't forgot all the things that these other nations conspired against his chosen people. When you go to the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter, so it says, "Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe." Okay, and come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. Okay, and let's jump over here to end this with to link this up to Jeremiah, the 25th chapter. Okay, um 25 and 30. It says, therefore prophesy thou against them all these words. It says, and say unto them, the Lord shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth. Okay. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, for the Lord hath a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Lord. Okay, it's going to be a great slaughter. Okay, let me read that in the NLT. It says, his cry of judgment will reach the ends of the earth, for the Lord will bring his case against all the nations. He will judge all the people of the earth, slaughtering the wicked with the sword. I, the Lord, have spoken it. Okay, in the case that the Lord is going to bring against these other nations, they are found guilty because the prophets, we are the ones testifying against them. Okay, so it says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. Okay, and the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. See, it's going to be a great slaughter. Okay, let me read that in NOT. And that day, those the Lord has slaughtered will fill the earth from one end to the other. No one will mourn for them or gather up their bodies to bury them. They will be scattered on the ground like manure. And these are the judgments of the other nations. This is the judgment of 2/3 of our own people. Okay, and they will be put into slavery, and the nation of Israel will rise back on top. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, wait ye until I rise upon the prey. Okay, who is the prey of Yahweh Shem Shai? These are the nations. And the Lord is going to come back and redeem his friends. All right, because the Lord has bought back the elect through his blood. So Lord willing, we are covered through the blood of the Lamb. All right, which is Yahweh Shai's blood, which will give us the mark of exemption found in the book of Ezekiel, the 9th chapter. Which, what is that exemption from? The Lord's judgment. So with that, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the overcomers of the elect. And with that, I want to say shalom.